Maybe you're thinking about a career change later in life. Maybe you're halfway through your career, you're not sure if you like it or not. Maybe what we need to do is think about what jobs won't exist in 10 years. If you're in one of these jobs, maybe it's time to get the fuck out before everyone else gets out as well. Before I hear you say, no, my job's safe, my job will always exist, blah, 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 people always need X, Y, Z, they won't. That's what taxi drivers said. That's what farriers, the guys who do horseshoes, that's what farriers said. That's what Kodak said with the fucking film camera and the digital camera before they got wrecked. Think ahead. Let's go through a few jobs that aren't going to exist in 10 years. So imagine it's the future. It's the year 2032. We've got, hopefully we've got some flying cars. Probably not jetpacks. I feel like jetpacks are a bit like optimistic. I'd like to live in like a Blade Runner city. I wear a trench coat and like glasses with a slit that are just like with lights. Anyway, that's what I want to be doing. What jobs wouldn't I want to have in 10 years time? A vast majority of middle manager jobs. So there's a lot of jobs, especially within like large corporates, that really just exist for reporting and compliance purposes, which frankly a computer could do a better job of. I think people are going to start realizing that a lot of these jobs are a fucking waste of time. The people doing the jobs normally hate the jobs and hate everyone. Get rid of them. So getting rid of any middle management corporate reporting job, especially as AI improves. Other jobs that won't exist in 10 years. A lot of like low-level legal jobs. I've been seeing a few like lawyer bots floating around that do a lot of the low-level litigation stuff. I think that process will all be automated. So if you're like a bad lawyer or like a paralegal, a lot of that stuff will go. Maybe don't do that. A lot of accounting jobs will go. You know, you don't need a fucking accountant. All that will be automated with data and feeds. Most accountants, fuck the accountants off. To be honest, like now I talk about it. Most jobs are going to start going, except for people in like a creative space, which a general AI can't easily replicate. Artists, music. I think a lot of people are going to like start liking bespoke products because there'll be such sophisticated products. We already see that now though, right? You look at all sorts of stuff. People always buying like weird handmade shirts and shit like handmade clay mugs. They're doing that because they don't want a boring mug. So they'll pay $60 for a handmade mug. So I think like bespoke markets are going to get pretty big. Tradies are always going to be big because it's really hard for a robot to build a like wire in your house. Same with plumbers. I think trades in general are really going to have a great next decade. You know, doctors, so there's probably going to be a lot of telemedicine because frankly, like going to a GP just to like pee in a cup because you misbehaved the week before. You get a robot do all that. It's embarrassing. Everyone knows what you're doing when you're peeing in the cup. I've heard, haven't done it. Basically, you need to be like a creative and entrepreneurial trader or your job's probably fucked. With that in mind, don't panic. Start thinking about creative things within your field. I think a lot of people like individual teaching, a lot of individual coaching and things like that I think will be big. There's a lot of stuff where people want an individual touch, like fitness trainers, strength trainers. People don't want to just get a program. Like, here's the thing, right? PTs and strength trainers are absolutely booming at the moment. But you could literally go online and get all of the information you need for your fitness goals. But people like having someone to do it for them because they're kind of lazy. So with that in mind, I'd say maybe you want to be a PT. That'd be kind of cool. Overall though, what I would say, whilst there's the great resignation going on at the moment thanks to COVID, when people realized, fuck, my job's pretty shit, maybe I'm just going to do something else. I think that's going to continue and a lot of these positions aren't going to be refilled. And conversely, I think slowly, a lot of these roles are going to cease to exist. So people coming up thinking about careers need to start thinking about careers of like, what's going to exist in a decade? What's going to exist in 3 decades? And a lot of it is like critical reasoning, creativity, complex problem solving. They're the things I would focus on rather than rote learning. But again, what would I know? I'm just a guy in a Hawaiian shirt talking to you in a studio by himself.